Not too long ago, Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige said they are not bringing back Robert Downey Jr. from the dead because that would undo all the character development, and that Iron Man was not being resurrected after his impactful death. In that video, I said, yeah, I don't entirely trust him, but sure, yeah, this version is dead. People were like, but why don't you trust him? He's telling the truth. Well, he's not. He's lying. I don't know how people can still fall for their lies and choice of words that they say. Marvel Studios head Kevin Feige was point blank by Vanity Fair asked, is it true that you are resurrecting Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man from the dead and bringing him back in future projects? He said, no, there is no truth to that. We do not want or intend to undo the impact that Tony Stark's death had on everybody. We are not bringing him back from the dead. Done. Okay, I 100% believe him. He's correct. They're not going to bring back Tony Stark from the dead. He's not returning from the dead. And that's what I was saying. I don't trust him because he literally answers exactly what they asked. Are you bringing back Tony Stark from the dead? No, he's going to remain dead. Okay, now what if they asked, well, is it true that you are intending to bring back Tony Stark? He could then say, well, no, we killed off Tony. He's dead. We're not going to do that. But notice how, anytime when asked about resurrecting characters, but using the multiverse, having them come back through the multiverse, bringing back characters that might be gone, played by those actors as variants, he always sidesteps the question and talks about it in a different way. Go look at other interviews where he's asked about Tony Stark returning through the multiverse as a variant. He says, well, that's why the multiverse exists. Or, hey, you never know who could pop up and play by who. Because their solution isn't to bring back Tony Stark as a resurrected Tony Stark. Their mission will be to bring back a slight variant of Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr. in Secret Wars, who's just slightly removed from the MCU, and or maybe a version ripped out of time. A version that's maybe, hey, I don't know, in Secret Wars, we have Cap, and he's like, I know exactly what to do. They take us back to the moments in Endgame where Tony Stark is alone. They can show up with a portal and be like, hey, Tony, what you're about to do is the ultimate sacrifice. They can show it like they did to Loki, like the TVA did, being like, but rest assured, we still need you even after your demise. Come help us. There's an even bigger threat. And then they perfectly put him back, right? They can do that. It's Secret Wars. They literally do that. That's the point of Secret Wars. Like, you can do anything you want. What I'm trying to say is he's lying. Remember the interview surrounding Spider-Man No Way Home. And when asked about other actors playing different versions of Spider-Man, how different the tone changed from years prior to talking about different actors, and how Kevin Feige's choice of words are a spoiler. He's correct. They are not undoing Tony's death, and he's not coming back from the dead. But he's lying, saying that he's not returning, because they can easily just bring him back. And when Vanity Fair asks, but you told us he wasn't returning, Kevin points at that interview and goes, no, I told you a resurrected Tony Stark wasn't returning. I didn't say a multiverse one. Therefore, he told the truth.